We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Give me that ball, defense.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage.
Check the backer, check the backer.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Come on, man.
It's a gain of 35.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, and they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. They'll run here with Ballage. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Black 80! You must be getting tired of seeing me.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a...
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked out in practice. But you have some team.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. You know, a week ago was one of the best defensive performances I've ever seen. He had 5 sacks. Here we go again.
And he's the type of player that'll keep an offensive staff up all week trying to figure out how to slow him down. But at some point, they just have to take account of themselves and say, I've got to get bodies in front of him so he doesn't disrupt our offense totally.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Hubbard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
You got it.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Jam him. Kill. Turn it up. That's 55. Crunch. Hey.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kalen Ballage hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long.
We got to seal. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. He's coming.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Coming to you.
From the 41, Garoppolo. That is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hey, gun.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here we go. 21. Like 20.
Check, front set.
22 jet bomber. 21. What? I got this.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Szn2 able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Now, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Go ahead.
Everyone's go.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Garoppolo. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes.
Let's get off the field.
Hey, Delta.
Off the field.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Hey, let's get this. Check 3.
They'll start with a give here to Balaj.
No. Off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Let's go, big side. Let's go.
Balaj. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Switch up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Past the 20. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kalen Balaj with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Rosas good with the extra point. An update now from Oakland. The Raiders are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Airing one out for Boyd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they? And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Everson Griffin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a give right side. Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
And it's third down.
Mike.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Let's go. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got one. Check, check. Lucky.
Hey, no timeout.
Sponge.
26.
Go. Shift.
2 points down, he's coming.
Echo.
Down him, go.
Watson now to throw. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
21.
Bang Hill.
Bravo.
Bang Hill. Hey, let's get this.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play that time for the Titans. 48 yards. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Black 80.
Slam.
From the 41, Garoppolo. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So they looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
12.
Mike 9.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's complete. Hooper. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Garoppolo now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad, 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo, flush to his right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run again with Carson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check 24. Check 24.
Now Watson. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Demir Bird, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their 2-minute warning. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Watson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
At the 50-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Watch out. Show an A. Check.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Garoppolo. And he fires one incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Mike 19. Charlie. 11.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Garoppolo now. They keep the game alive at least. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. He's back to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Balaj. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
Here I come. First six. Switch.
Now it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Cleveland, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. I'm